So starting on all fours, we're going to experiment with extending a leg, extending an arm, and then extending arm and leg. And you're going to try and keep your torso really stable and still. And I'll be doing a little bit of what not to do as well. Okay, so starting with sliding out one leg and then the other leg. And then if you can, you take it off the mat. And then kind of a what not to do is to try and keep your hips in the same position. Try not to rotate just for this series, right? Just for this series. Try to keep that torso stable, hips stable. Same thing with the arms. You're trying to keep your ribs in the same spot. You're trying not to twist up for this exercise. And then when you're ready, you can extend the opposite arm and leg. Same idea, trying to keep your hips stable, trying to keep your torso in the same position. Also, if you lift your leg really high, that will change the position. And if you arch your back a lot, that will change the position. So you can keep it a little smaller to focus on that stability. And you can also hold the position for more of a challenge. And then if that's easy, you can add a little open close where you open the arm and leg about 3 times, just a few inches away from your center line. So you just do that arm and leg go a little bit away from the center line. And again, just adds more of a challenge. Or just hold opposite arm and leg. Now, hills. So when you extend the arm and leg, sometimes there'll be a tendency to sit into the hip or move the hips off to one side or the other. Or to kind of aim the leg off center. That'll throw you off. So, sorry, apparently I really wanted to demonstrate this for you. So if you can imagine that there's like a wall next to your standing leg, standing hip, and you don't want to touch the wall, that will sometimes help you activate the muscles that keep you in place. You can take a little back stretch, and then we're just going to do a little hover position here, so you can hover your knees off the mat. Here, it's not so much of a stability challenge. It's just a nice little exercise to do in this sequence. And then I'm going to give you a little stretch. If your toes feel a little tight when you're doing plank, you can stretch them out before. And do a little bit of rocking back and forth, one side and then the other side, before you go up into your plank. And remember, you can also do a plank on your forearms, so you could do your little stretch for the toes here, and then go into your forearm plank. And there's a little sequence for you. Stretch it out and enjoy. For even more of a challenge, you can lift the arm and the leg on the same side. Now you will shift a little bit with this one. So you have to set yourself up in advance, and same side, same arm and leg lift. Then for more of a challenge, extending the arm and leg on the same side and adding a rotation. And these are all options. Choose a variation that works best for you today. But I wanted to give you all these choices. So adding the twist if you want, trying to control the return back to that position, to the starting position.